Hunter Biden surprised everyone in court yesterday in Los Angeles. The president's son pleaded guilty to 9 federal charges, admitting he failed to pay more than $1 million in taxes. Scott McFarland has more from Washington.
Just 3 months after he was convicted by a jury in Delaware of unlawfully possessing a gun,
will you testify?
Hunter Biden opted not to take his chances with the jury in a second criminal case. Trial was set to begin next week in federal court in Los Angeles, where Biden was charged with a scheme to avoid paying approximately $1.4 million in income taxes. But just before jury selection, Biden's defense team said the evidence was overwhelming, and he entered a guilty plea. In a statement, Biden said prosecutors were focused not on justice, but on dehumanizing me for actions during my addiction, and that he wouldn't put his family through more anguish, something echoed by his attorney.
Hunter decided to enter his plea to protect those he loves from unnecessary hurt and cruel humiliation.
Earlier Thursday, Biden offered to plead guilty but would not accept full responsibility for the crime, a rare legal move quickly rejected by prosecutors, leading to a guilty plea without a deal. The president's son already faces the possibility of years in prison for the gun conviction earlier this year. He'll be sentenced in Delaware in mid-November. Now he faces the prospect of additional time in the tax case. Earlier this summer, the president said this about the idea of a pardon.
I abide by the jury decision. I will do that, and I will not pardon him.
Both of these criminal cases are federal. Nate, that means the president would have the authority to issue a commutation or a pardon.
Scott, there was also developments in the federal election interference case against former President Trump. What more can you tell us about that?
Yeah, I was in the court yesterday for this. There were some animated exchanges between the judge and between Trump's defense lawyers. After hearing the arguments, the D.C. federal judge Tanya Chutkan set a schedule that would allow prosecutors to release never-before-seen evidence in the weeks that lead up to Election Day, in the coming weeks. Despite objections by Trump's team, the judge said she was not concerned about and will not consider the election when she makes her rulings. The trial itself won't happen for many months, but the former president's lawyers were able to enter pleas of not guilty on his behalf yesterday, Nate, as he was arraigned on charges revised in response to that Supreme Court ruling on immunity.
Scott, thank you.